Before we get into the actual bar work, let's start with what I call number one. The first thing we do is number one. And I would suggest that you get yourself a mirror, even if it's just, a mirror, a closet mirror. You can use that just so you can see yourself, because it's very important that you do start to look at what you're doing and that you start to feel what you see and see what you feel. So when we start, and this is actually to get your basic posture. So Jennifer, we'll just stand with feet parallel, arms down. Okay, now let's just do something here. I want you to place your hands this way, okay, and press back against your head, right? And I want you to push back and push forward here. So you're going to feel, let's just turn this so you can see, so you have a sense of stretching across your shoulder blades here and up the neck, and we're really pushing. And let's just drop the tailbone, let that drop, right? Okay, so mainly we're doing this right now for the sense here. Now turn the other way, okay, to the audience, all right? So that's one thing. Now, another thing that we can do, and I use this frequently, is I'm always going to say ears back. So ears back is this. I want you to pull your ears so you get that sense, right, as I'm doing this to you behind you, pulling it so that you feel a stretch in here. Can you feel that? Mm-hmm. Yes? Okay, so that's very important here. So always ears, so that if we look sideways here, then what that does is that it prevents you, just drop your arms from standing like this, which many people do, which makes you fall over. So ears up and back, always on the shoulder, like this, becomes very important. So when we start, number one, so you can look in the mirror, Jennifer. Okay, now we're going to line up. Here's the feeling, up, energy's going, always going up the back of the neck, up the front of the body, up the back of the legs, all right? Energy goes down the face, down the back, which lets you relax your lower back, and it goes down the front of the legs. So we always have this cycle, up, down, down, and that never stops, and you want to be aware of that as you're working. So when you see this number one, and always stomach's in, which maybe we should show the viewer too. So when you're dancing then, you can't let your stomach muscles out, so you're going to have to learn to breathe here. You're going to have to learn to open the ribs like bellows, sideways, okay? So you have to breathe this way. Okay, now let's go back and let's check number one again. So there's always a sense here too that you're pushing forward. You have to use your buttocks, you have to push forward. Now when you see this, and there's that number one, all right? And the test of it is that if you push your hips a little more forward and you press down, can you roll up? Will that make you roll up? And keeping the ears, right? And watching to see that nothing happens here. Now roll down, and you're going to stretch up as you roll down. Good. And continue. Let's do that several times. Pushing down without leaning forward, without leaning back. You see that nice straight neck, down the back. Good. Up the front. Good. Always up here, and once more pushing down. Good, rolling down. Okay, then let's turn the other way, because we always have a different sense, when we look over one shoulder to the other. And also this idea of looking over your shoulder becomes very important, because you're not going to be standing straight ahead. And let's just go ahead and start finding that number one. So the test of your balance is that you push down and you roll up, and then you're going to stretch up to lower. So this is the idea of opposite energy too, right? Pushing down to go up, and stretching up to roll down. Good. Okay, then just turn this way. So that's your basic posture. That's number one. And everything begins, and it's like that while you're dancing, and it's like that after you're dancing. In fact, this is the way you should stand the rest of your life. That's it.